Good morning. And it is still morning. I have managed to get everybody out in time. We are at Ingleton 1940s weekend. And it is, as I say, in full swing. So come and have a look. There's the sound of them shooting anybody who won't buy a raffle ticket. Ooh, another one. And loads of shiny stuff.
Stop smiling.
What?
Stop smiling.
Why? Not gonna taste it.
Okay.
Fired.
Fired. At you or?
No. Caught it between her teeth.
I think it's that chap there. They were doing a little demo.
You ready for a bit of camping? Get your saucepan set with a hand. Do you know, I don't know about those being 40s. I need to talk to my parents because we had those when we went to go camping. They're still shooting people. Does anybody else have these sets? With handles that used to get roasting hot if you left them on. Okay, when you look at these, they're all like lovely and what's it. But you know what it reminds me of? Dressing up at my nan's house because they had all of these bags and evening bags and things, and this was like in the 80s that they still had it all. Very, very, very butterfly. But yeah, it brings back a lot of memories of just dressing up with my cousins. The heavens have opened, so we're just going to yeah, we're going to browse the jewellery for a little bit longer whilst that finishes. Lord, the size of that syringe there. Can you imagine the needle that went with that? I am so glad that they've come up with smaller needles.
That in your shoulder, then that hand puts it on the trigger. That's it. That hand on the crossbow that overpowers it up. There you go. I don't know how to.
Yeah, you're starting a bit more of a length position later.
More. That's it.
One foot forward so you get
One
ready
foot
to
forward to do your balance. That's it.
And then expect to get knocked backwards.
Yeah. Or you can do it where hold your hands like that.
like that.
Yep. Like that. Front of your head. Right. Then keep it above your head. The water is coming up to here. Your mates are all out shot and you've got to run up to that top of there and back 6 times. Oh, you sure? Oh yeah, and you're wearing all your kit as well.
I know how heavy the kit is.
Yeah. So don't fancy that then? No?
Thanks.
Yeah, because do you know what it is? We get two straight shot the most. We get the mum's shot and the sky shot. I mean, you know what I mean?
It's never the ground.
It's never the ground, I know. It's like, don't shoot the mums. They're the ones that do your beds and get you up and do this and do that and do the other. No. Yeah.
That's with your dad's.
Yeah, that's in the dads, yeah. So what gun is that?
I don't know. Pistol.
Yeah, I call 45.
That's why it looks familiar.
That's what I've just got for Christmas. I flipping love it. I flipping love it.
You know how to hold
That is
pistol.
like, yes.
Thanks.
It's a bit big for your thigh holster.
No, it's not. When you get a decent hold out, that's
Yeah.
where I put mine in, yes. That, just get off it, will you? Just put it down. That is a Luger, so he's well cool.
This was the earliest gun that the Germans had
Yeah.
before they switched over for the P-38, because these ones were jammed a lot and had many malfunctions with them, such as if you had it in your holster, it would go off.
You shoot yourself in the back of the leg.
Yeah.
Any condition, even if it was wet, clean, dirty, any type of muck in it, jams, and it could just always fire at any time, to be
The
fair.
worst thing was, if it fired and it did hit you in the foot or the leg, you then got shot as a deserter because they thought you'd done it on purpose.
Yeah, even though it was just hanging in your holster. And
Yeah.
And it just went off.
You didn't have
If
your
you're now standing there with your camera, if your camera dropped and landed on your toe, technically that's what that was. It was just an accident. No, it wasn't. You're trying to get out the wall. Bang!
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they weren't, yeah.
So what was it? Well, I don't know if the medics had them, but it was engineers, the ones who did the comm lines, and the MG gunners and officers as well. They all had these, or they had the P-38s or PPKs, because the Russian sidearms were nice enough as well.
So it was officers that were being accused of getting themselves out of it.
Oh, rank has no thingy for let's put you in the firing lane. They were just gun happy then, you know what I mean?
Got to love it. You come to these events and everybody is like so passionate about what they do and the history and everything, and you know, just standing there explaining it to everybody, and I bet they're doing it on repeat. Goodness knows how many times. But she was full of loads of really good information. Like tools for garroting and not garroting and yeah, stories about grenades. But, it is raining, as you might be able to tell by my glasses and general things. I mean, it's
I never realised how much my tongue was.
yeah, it's a typical July day in the UK. Oh, we're not having much of a summer so far, are we? I know we had a nice spring, but I really would like a nice summer. But yeah, remedying that hopefully in a few days, provided Europe mainland doesn't decide to share the weather. But more on that later. Now, we're going to keep wandering around because this is just on the cricket grounds, and then there's more going on in town. So I think I might go and find something more going on in town where there's somewhere dry. There you go, found the baddies. And it's still raining. So yeah, then we're going to go and find some cash because somebody wants to have a go on the paintballing, and go and find somewhere dry for a little bit. And oh, hello to the Expedition 68 that's parked up round the side by one of the stalls.
Okay, raise the weapon up, get your cheek to the butt, rear sight, foresight pin. That must be onto target. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, young lady, away you go. To your right slightly. Too much. To your right. Bang on target. Bang on target. Bang on target. Okay, place the weapon down, young lady. Just found a little time to find that target, okay? Once you found it, you just lacked a bit on your firepower, alright? Apart from that, your targeting was really good. Well done. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for your support. Much appreciated. All the best.
Enjoy that.
Yeah. Does that mean I'm going to be good or bad on the range?
I think you'd be very good.
Yeah, if you're using a projectile, you aim where it's going to be, not where it is.
So Call of Duty has actually helped.
Yes, I think you find it actually has, considering Christ was drilling right in right
We found a brolly. I went and pinched it. It was in the back of the car. Just we forgot that we got it. So now we're going to have a wander up into Ingleton. Famous for Ingleton Falls. It's got a viaducty thing from when the railway ran through. If you want to know more about that, Paul can tell you. You can get run over. And
Well, Ingleton was quite weird because it had two stations end to end. One belonged to the Midland Railway, the other one belonged to the London North Western Railway. And if you were a passenger travelling from along up to Low Gill and the West Coast Main Line, you had to get off the train at one station, walk across the viaduct to the station at the other end and get on the train there. It wasn't until 1923, when both of those companies became part of the LMS, that you were actually allowed as a passenger to travel right through. So it pays to be a railway nerd sometimes. That's a true fact. The other interesting thing is at the other end of the Ingleton there was a rope worked incline which brought stuff from the quarries round by White Scar Caves. So in the hillside at the side of White Scar Caves you'll see what looks like a barn. It's actually a locomotive shed.
so while we're just waiting on them to grab some food. If you've not been to Ingleton Council came up with this brilliant little air system. There's 4 bays, I think, in the car park. It's about £6 a night. You've got to be quick to get in. They are, they're popular. But you're overnight. You're just not.
What are you looking at?
I don't know. Label fell off. And Ingleton's got lots of little crafty, boutique-y crafty things, antiques, artists and all of that here. So it's a nice place to just have a potter around.
Chicken butty, salt and vinegar on that.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Ba ba ba. Time for chippy, and they're gluten-free, and they have a whole gluten-free menu. So now we're going to try and dodge cars and go down this way.
Down there.
Down below the chippy, just behind, there's a little park area, a children's play park, and you come down the path and you can come and have a, well, I say have a paddle, I wouldn't today. It's absolutely racing through. But there's a little beach area. It smells lovely, it just smells of wild garlic. And yeah, the river races on down through the side of the town. But if you don't fancy, whitewater swimming, there's a little open air pool here. I mean, I say little, it's actually quite a big open air pool. I campaigned a few years ago to get it all up and running again. It's heated. So even bigger bonus, and yeah, it's a nice pool to come to for a day. Can't show you it because I've got to buy a ticket and I haven't got my cosy with me. Funny, mind you, do you know you go skinny dipping? I mean, I do actually feel like I've been swimming. I'm that flipping wet after that. Anyway, turn you around. The Riverside Walk carries on down there, and it'll bring you back up into the town. But we're going back up to the town and see if there's any more 1940s stuff, and then we're going to go and visit their favourite shop. And you've really got to come to this place for this. It is so much fun. It's a bit off the wall. You can see across up there. Just see the scar above, with the river running down between. So let's go and find them. Right. So down this hill and just off to the left, and I'm not going down because it's really steep, although I did have a slight incident there with the camper van not so long ago, which we won't go into, and it was very traumatic, so we're not going there. But Ingleton Pottery is down there, and it's lovely. And then you can just see through the trees there, one, you've got the viaduct, the trainy thingy, and then that is the campsite down there where he's got the airs with hookups. I think it was £15 a night, which I didn't think was too bad. And going back over the Falls Walk to there and go that way, and you get to Ingleton Falls, and you can do like a massive great loop around, or you can just walk up to them. There's parking there, but it's not cheap, is it?
No.
No.
Well, the walk's free, but you have to pay for parking.
Yeah.
There's a road around the back if you just fancy having a park at the back. If you're into it, it is worth doing. It's very spectacular.
Who's seen better days? Does anybody know anybody called Equi?
Maybe you can put this
Organ pipes.
You want to drink?
And a lot of road signs.
It's rich and
And lobster pots. We're at Lord's, which is a reclamation yard and antique centre, and they have so much stuff here, just really random things.
People use it for mushrooms now, but you used to build your barn on top of them.
Oh, are they there to raise your barn?
Yeah, lift it off the ground. Rats can't climb up and get around here, so it allows air underneath your barn to keep it dry, and it stops pests getting in.
It's very Roman.
I was going to say they go right back to the Romans and the Greeks then.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not obviously not Roman and Greek, but the principle.
Well, Vinderland has got a load.
Yeah.
If you've not been to Vinderland, I'll take you there soon, because that's another favourite place. And it's got breweries and all sorts in the area. You have your own little Eiffel Tower. And those for hanging baskets. I want the stove, but I don't want one that I've got to do quite so much work on.
No, you don't know. Where's she been?
Get the one there, the one next to it, the one with one leg, one boot.
She has one leg. I think
She's
that's spare arms.
You're looking for arms for work.
Yeah.
So stuff coats are quite sizable. You want a barrel? Anybody want a barrel? I think we've hit the end. We're at the barrel alley. So got a hammer and a big metal box there, and the temptation just to pick up the hammer and just ka-dang, ka-dang.
Mother, I've got another gift for you.
I don't want a leg either.
So you have to be careful. There'll be somebody there legless.
Oh no, they're all legless. Apart from that one.
Okay, you're not having. We're not. No, you've got no room for body parts in the house.
I feel like I should use this as inspiration for my own home.
You can have a giant dinosaur in your own home
Buy them for two of them, just like along the side.
with his rubbery toes. So it's just a wind up one.
Yeah. Don't know what condition the mechanism is.
Doesn't say with the music. Oh, Romance de l'amour. Musica. Honestly, this place is just, it's huge, and there is so much here. I mean, if you want knickknacks, if you fancy just random, very, very random knickknacks, this is the place to come. You know, furniture and all sorts. Nerf guns. Add to our collection of them.
This is my favourite.
If you're squeamish and prefer your wildlife out in the wild, look away now. Seen half of these on safari. Much prefer to see them there. Ooh, human bones. 10% off. Anybody want a vertebrae? Get into the vintage clothing. And you know that this means 80s onwards, don't you? They're we're vintage. If anybody was born sort of 70s, 80s, yeah, we need to efface it. We are vintage. But we did have some of the best clothes. We also had some of the worst ones. You know, shall say I'm thinking of you. Oh, and those ski jackets as well. Not like that though, because that's pretty tame to what we used to wear. Pretty fantastic, isn't it? Not terribly good for you, but pretty fantastic.
I like that one. Glowing.
Yeah. Pick up.
Electrical, bric-a-brac, curious, sci-fi, industrial, retro, upholstery, lighting, vintage, furniture, porcelain, astronomy, store, garden decor, firearms.
Okay, we've just been stating that this is improbable. If she was in that position, she'd have one over each shoulder. I see, this place is huge. This is the second top floor. And it's like the full size of the one downstairs, so it's just this huge, huge warehouse full of stuff. Whether you want it or not, there is stuff. As you can see, there is stuff. Right, that's that done. We left without parting with too much money, but it's quite nice to get back into daylight. But yeah, visit that place. Forget all the touristy stuff. Find a waterfall anywhere. Got to go to Lord's. And hey, now we either work out what we're going to do next, or you'll see us next time. So this could be goodbye. If it is, see you next time. Don't forget to sing the bell, leave us a comment, subscribe, all of that lot, and I will be back in a week or so, and we've got some work done on the van. And when we've got the work done on the van, I've got a little bit more planning to do before we get away. See, Didn't manage to leave without parting with money.